I was sick, shaking, and desperate, laying in a detox bed on Father's Day, my whole body screaming for another hit. But in that moment of absolute brokenness, I found a hope I never thought possible. If you're feeling hopeless, I want to share exactly how everything changed for me. My name's Logan, and I spent years in the grips of heroin addiction. There were plenty of times I ended up on the bathroom floor, convinced that my story was over. But it turns out my lowest moments weren't the end. They were the beginning of something new. So one night I went to a group meeting, just another attempt at getting clean, and there was this guy there this time who seemed like he had it all together. He was out of rehab and sober, but more importantly, he was confident. But then he said that he needed to be put into rehab, and that hit me hard. If someone like him could admit that he needed help, what was I waiting for? And later, I learned that he'd actually relapsed and overdosed, and that rocked me. But I do believe that God spoke through him that night. His honesty was the push that I needed to finally ask for help. What he said stuck with me all that night. And the next day, I went to my dad and I said, I need you to take me to rehab. And it was Father's Day. Me and my dad never talked much, and honestly, I felt like such a disappointment. But he didn't make me feel bad. He was just relieved, maybe even happy, to get me somewhere safe because he was scared for me. And honestly, so was I. He dropped everything and he drove me there. And that's real love. But detox was hell. I was freezing and burning up at the same time. My anxiety was so bad, like I was jumping out of my own skin. And I felt like I was dying. But that's when I saw Gideon's Bible on my bedside table. And I tried to read the New Testament, but my mind was all over the place. And finally, I just broke down and I cried out, Jesus, help me. I can't do this. And right there in the middle of withdrawal, I felt his grace. It wasn't a lightning bolt or a vision, it was his deep, steady peace. Like Jesus was saying, you're not alone. I've got you. And recovery wasn't magic. It took work and pain and patience. But now I wake up every day remembering that detox bed, that Gideon's Bible, my dad's sacrifice, and the man in group whose honesty saved my life, even though he lost his own. God can use anyone, anywhere, no matter how broken, to reach someone else. So if you're feeling hopeless, maybe God is using this video to speak to you just like he spoke to me through that man in group. You don't have to have it all together, and you don't have to wait for rock bottom. Right now, right where you are, you can call out to Jesus. He's listening, and he'll meet you in your darkest moment. If this story encouraged you, please hit like and share your thoughts in the comments. And if you're struggling, don't give up. Subscribe to this channel. I'm here to share real stories of hope and recovery. Now, never forget that it all started on Father's Day, the day my dad drove me to rehab, and the day my Heavenly Father showed me I wasn't too far gone. Hope is closer than you think. God hasn't given up on you, so neither should you.